Hello, and welcome to the Blackboard Black Belt Achievement Series, the Assessment ACE Part 1. The course objectives are to create and grade assignments, create, deploy, and grade tests, and to create a question pool. Let's get started with creating an assignment. You'll need to navigate to the part of your course where you want the assignment to be found by students. In this case, I am going to go to a link on my course menu called Assignments. To create an assignment, I'll hover my mouse over Assessments and then click Assignment. From here, give the assignment a name. I'll call it Unit Assignment. Next, include the instructions for the assignment. Under Assignment Files, you can attach supporting documentation or any other files that need to be utilized by the students to complete the assignment. You can either browse for local files on your computer, browse the content collection, or browse cloud services. If you like, you can set a due date for when the assignment will be due. This will automatically put the assignment on the Blackboard calendar for this course and for your students to view. Under Grading, you may enter the number of points possible. Let's make this assignment worth 10 points. In order to use a rubric, we will go ahead and add the rubric here. Hover over Add Rubric. You also have the options to select rubric, create a new rubric, or create a rubric from an existing one. I'll select to create a new rubric. Give the rubric a name. Add a description if you'd like. Then enter the criteria for the assessment. I'm going to keep formatting and organization, but I'm going to remove the grammar row. To do this, click on the Options menu next to Grammar and select Delete. I need to change the rubric type from % to points. Now I can add my details for each level of the achievement and assign a point value to each column. You can also change the titles for each level of achievement if you'd like. I'm going to leave mine as is for now. Once you have the rubric set the way you like, click Submit. Click OK to assign the rubric's points as the maximum point value. If you'd like to preview the rubric, you can click the Preview button to the left of the rubric's name. Under Show Rubric to Students, I'm going to select Yes with rubric scores. With our rubric attached, let's move on to the submission details. Here you can choose whether the assignment is assigned to individuals or to groups. The portfolio submission is something we'll cover at a later time. If it is a group submission, you will choose the group. Then select the groups that you want to assign this assignment to and move them over to the selected items. If this is just an individual assignment, leave it as individual. Next, you can choose the number of attempts the student will have. You can either choose a single attempt, multiple attempts, or unlimited attempts. If you choose multiple attempts, you are asked to set the maximum number of attempts the student has. You have the option to choose how the attempts are scored using either the last graded attempt, the highest graded attempt, the lowest grade, the first graded attempt, or an average of all grades. The plagiarism tools are the next option to decide under Submission Details. You are given the option to check student submissions for plagiarism using safeassign. If you decide to use safeassign, you then choose whether or not to allow students to view the safeassign originality report for their attempts. You can also choose to exclude submissions from the institutional and global reference databases. Excluding the submission from the institutional and global references databases comes in handy when you want the student to submit a draft instead of a final paper. Once you have these settings set the way you like, then let's take a look at grading options. In grading options, you can enable anonymous grading, which will hide the students' names during the grading process for this assignment. You're also able to enable delegated grading. So if you have a grading assistant, teaching assistant, or fellow faculty member assisting you in your course, you can delegate the grading responsibility to multiple graders. As the instructor of the course, you can reconcile the grades that are given to ensure that the grading is done correctly. Here's a Blackboard tip. If you are using safeassign with the assignment, do not use Enable Anonymous Grading or Delegated Grading. Safeassign will not work properly with these options. Under Display of Grades, you can decide how the grades are shown both in your gradebook and to students in My Grades. You can choose the primary display to be score, letter, text input, a percentage, or complete incomplete. Choose the display option that best meets your needs. You can also add a secondary display option if you'd like. Next, you can choose to include this in the Grade Center calculations and be showed to students in My Grades. You can also choose to show the average and median statistics for this item to students in their My Grades section if you'd like. Under Availability, you can make the assignment available to students and limit the availability if needed. You can also track the number of views. Once your assignment is set the way you'd like, click Submit. We're going to enter Student Preview mode to see what an assignment submission looks like from a student perspective. Click on the Student Preview icon at the top right of the course. Navigate to where the assignment is located. Click on the assignment link. Once you are inside the assignment window, they can access the rubric, and they will receive a notice that the assignment is using safeassign. Under Assignment Submission, they can write a submission or upload a document with their submission. However, in order to use safeassign to scan for plagiarism, a file must be uploaded. Safeassign accepts these file types. Files of any other format will not be checked through safeassign. Students can browse and attach files from 3 locations. I'll add mine from a cloud service. There are 5 cloud service tools that can connect to Blackboard. I'm going to use the OneDrive for Business since it is a resource that is provided by the university. Click on the OneDrive for Business icon. You'll be prompted to log into your Missouri State Office 365 account. If multi-factor authentication is set up on your account, you may have some additional steps you'll need to take in order to log in. Once you are logged in, it will show that your OneDrive for Business account is linked with Blackboard. Click on your account link to access your files. Then navigate to where the file is located and click Select. The file has now been attached to the assignment. The student may add a comment to the instructor if they have some additional information they need to provide. Click Submit. Once the file has been successfully uploaded, they can view it in Blackboard's inline viewer and grading tool, BB Annotate. This is the tool menu students can use to assist them in viewing their assignment. This will come in handy once the instructor has graded the assignment and provided them with feedback. They can also print and download their assignment here. In the Assignment Details pane, they can view their safeassign report if the instructor has set the assignment to allow them to view it. The originality report can take a few minutes to several hours to populate. Click on the arrow next to safeassign to reveal the report link. Here they can click the button to view the originality report. The report will open in a new browser tab, so it will be easy to close when they are done accessing it. From the report, the student can view whether or not safeassign has detected any potential areas in their submission where plagiarism might have occurred. Under Sources, click the down arrow to view where safeassign got their information from. They can also print or download the report for viewing later if they'd like. Being able to view the safeassign report helps the student to become familiar with how the tool works and to identify areas in their submission that might need to be rewritten. If a student had an issue uploading their assignment, that's okay. They can send the file to the instructor and the instructor can manually submit it to safeassign. Let's see how that works. Safeassign is located under Course Tools in the Course Management menu. Click to open safeassign. Here you can access safeassign items, directly submit to safeassign, and suggest a URL. For this demonstration, we're going to click on Direct Submit. On the right side of the screen, click the button to submit paper. From the Direct Submit page, we can choose to submit as a draft so that it does not show up in the institutional search database. We can also choose to skip checking altogether and only add it to the institutional database. So you can choose the options there that best meet your needs. Then you'll choose to where the file is stored. Locate the file on your computer. Once you have the file in, click Submit. Once the report has had time to process, you can view it directly from this page. You can also download the report, view the matching percent, open the report in your browser, and see when it was submitted. We can use the breadcrumb trail to return to the safeassign tool page. Let's take a look at the safeassign items. On this page, you can view the direct links to the assignment that use safeassign, view the due date if one was set, and the number of student submissions. Click on the assignment you'd like to view. Here you can view each student submission, access the user attempt, view the average match percent, the highest match percent, access the safeassign report, and see when it was submitted. This concludes Part 1 of the Assessment ACE course. In the next video, we'll explore how to grade an assignment and how to grade a test. See you soon in Part 2.